Welcome everybody to game number 4 of 6. We're switching maps now for the second half of tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. We're on Mirabar. My name is Jorasar and we have 16 teams fighting for your viewing pleasure this evening. Team Liquid, of course, just winning that last game. As we take a look at what's going to happen as we swap maps. Reasonably close at the top, and I have to say one of the mixed teams, Blessed Mix, is doing incredibly well at the moment. But of course, these are scrims. Don't read into them too much. Good to see, though, some lovely, consistent performances on Erangel from several of these teams. Will that continue through to the second half of the day? Time will tell. 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock plane path, more or less very slightly northern skewed, but not really enough to write home about. We're relatively chilled out here on this plane. Starting off just north of Impala, going all the way to Alcantara. Heroic will be very happy with that. More or less right on top of their losing spot at the end of the plane path there. So nice and good. Woxez mixed team. Not the most populous place to loot, I'll be honest. But FaZe have got El Pozo, so fair enough. And they're going to have to be going quite a long way because the first circle has popped. And it's west of El Azahar. West of El Azahar. So this is... they're going to be playing this very interestingly. They're going to have to rotate probably late. Far north or far south. Now, what's interesting about this circle, or circles like this, I should say, is that because it's so far north, there'll probably be more than one team looking to move upwards here via Torre Ahumada to go north. So this northern highway, normally you get one team coming in late. I think there could be more than one. Around here, I'm not too worried for these teams, but up here, I definitely am. Definitely am. BBL very split north to south around water treatment. We're taking a look at if anybody else is moving in early. ENCE actually moving in up to the high ground above El Azahar quite early, but they've got plenty of time. I don't think they have to worry too much here. How are all of you doing? Hope you guys are having an absolutely wonderful afternoon so far. I know I am. Grendis has spotted Marbo, giving him a little bit of a run for his money. How have you guys? Where are you tuning in from? Let me know in chat. Being very annoying there. Janny's actually going to keep pursuing. They've decided this is worth eliminating early on. And suddenly this is problematic. Free kill coming in as well. I think Marbo's now telling his team, either everyone come and help me now, or just leave me be and I'll try and take as many of them as I can. Sword off! Oh no! Marbo! Yep. I just had Copter's voice in my head there. And he's gonna burn! That's exactly what's gonna happen there, unfortunately. Room for improvements. Marbo does go down. The flashbang against the back of the door that was opening. Little bit rough there. Manages to get one, though, to be fair. SHEESH have lost free kill. So it's an exchange there as opposed to anything else. BBL rotating on the high ground around where this took place. Are they going to think about third partying? Might be a little bit too soon, I feel. Might be a little too soon. Oh no, they're thinking about it. Ignore me. Dedrix gets Ketpa. And he's got to worry about who else is up here. Code Marco looking beyond the ledge. This is dangerous. Johnny gets him. And suddenly BBL are going to be a little bit maybe regretting that they came this way. I don't know. Ketpa and Code Marco down. Thunderlost gets Ketpa. Smash has had a really good day so far, and it might actually be up to him to turn this around. Frag grenade bounces off the car that Dedrix was hiding behind. Code Marco is gone. BBL back up to 3 at least. Now the rest of SHEESH looking like they're going to bail. They've got the 2 kills. They decided to move elsewhere, which is fair enough. Let's see who else we can follow in. Team Liquid now coming in. Let's take a look at them. Doesn't look like it'll be going much further than this hill, which is wise given NaVi are on the other side and have heard the vehicles come in. There they are. Melman having a particularly active time. Trying to get Vard down, and Mixie and Clib combining there to give him more than just a headache. Want to be careful with the terrain here. Don't fall down. You get knocked with 10 HP there. Vard continuing to provoke NaVi into trying to show themselves up on top of this hill. NaVi having none of it though. They understand that with those snipers from out back, it makes it very difficult. BBL have now got low ground positions. And SHEESH have got the gas station further along. So they've got positions to call their own, but they're both in this valley, which is rough. When it gets to an end game, if you're phase 7 or something like that, and the circle forms here and it goes either north or south, it's really difficult to get from the valley up one side or another. Here, though, in phase number 1, it's probably just fine. But just something to bear in mind if the circle continues going that way later on. Some people asking about the VODs on live stream. At the moment, I'm unable to switch on auto VODs on the stream. This is basically it's due to the fact that we use music in the pub quizzes that we run twice a month on the channel. Don't worry about it. It's fairly normal for Twitch to do this sort of stuff. In fact, it's really good that they're preventing it from happening just to make sure they protect their content creation. It's fantastic. What it does mean, though, is that you can't go back and watch the VOD of this broadcast right now. I know. That's fine. The broadcast here will be available on YouTube within 1 or 2 days. So if you want to watch the VOD, or if you're just tuning in now and you're checking out Miramar but you didn't get the Erangel games, don't worry. Go to youtube.com/Jorisar and you can find my channel there. And in a day or 2, I will also post on social media that the VODs from this session are live. So you will be able to go to YouTube and watch them. Just keep an eye on social media, especially Twitter, and follow me at Jorisar, and that will sort you guys out, okay? So make sure you're following my socials, and definitely sub to the YouTube channel, and they will be out within a day or 2. In the meantime, Entropiq have cleaned up a member of a mixed team by the looks of things early on. I'm getting worried for Team Liquid now, because they've put a lot of pressure onto NaVi from the south side here for a very long time, but they haven't gotten a knock yet, which means at the moment, HOWL are super split and are unlikely to be any sort of pressure onto Team Liquid, but a team could come in from the back here feasibly and cause a lot of problems for Team Liquid because of how long they're taking in this fight. FaZe Clan and Stardust getting involved in each other's faces. Metabay, beautiful spray from Fex there. Sees 2 knocks, I think. I believe another member of Stardust is knocked at the moment. Let's have a quick check. Where on earth have they gone? Oh, God. Not just another member knocked. It's only Apocalypse left. This is rough. Very, very rough indeed. Apocalypse goes skyward just for a second. Always fun driving those. We'll be able to get back in, and sheesh, look at that. Big 6 o'clock hard shift to Junkyard. HOWL are immediately reacting, grouping up and getting to south of Junkyard. They're going to be holding this location. Absolutely nobody else will be fighting there. That's fine. BBL driving past Team Liquid, but actually the big news here for me is that Alia just got knocked. Now, how far out of this compound is Alia? Oh, never mind. Vard gets him. Oh! Example gets the trade. Mixie has to run up to Vard here. I don't know if he's going to be able to do so in time. For example, to not get the flush. Mixie's coming, but not fast enough. That's a trade. Team Liquid versus NaVi. And Mixie's got Example pinned down now, but the rest of Team Liquid are nowhere close. Clib not really able to help. He was busy shooting at BBL, and Jeem's a little too far away, so Mixie can't stop NaVi from regrouping in the compound. Just a little bit too split here. Very, very big hard shift down south, accelerating things a little bit. We're seeing a lot of fighting here in Phase 2 when we probably normally wouldn't see this much fighting until about Phase 4. Hello! Similar color, so didn't spot that straight away, but FaZe Clan and Heroic, two of the juggernauts of this lobby, going at it hammer and tongs. At the moment, Beamy gets knocked at this rock, and while he is safe, it is not safe to get to him, at least not yet. FaZe Clan have got too many angles on this, and I don't think he's actually going to get revived. Way too much in the way of coverage here. Additional frag grenade. Wow! Literally bounces off of Beamy. 153 damage. Thank you very much. Cool as you like. And that's FaZe Clan grabbing the point and saying, we will be on our merry way. Thank you very much. Junkyard itself. Uh-oh. WinOrDie is about to WinOrDie, I suspect. Super surprising for Smash to see Kuzyara right there, but a brilliant headshot from the spray of that barrel, and immediately moving out of the way is what I love that, so that if Kuzyara instantly says he's here, nade this corner, he can. Unfortunately though, Leosh gets a beautiful off angle from the brick building, and while Smash was about to knock Gedrox, Leosh was there to save the day. So WinOrDie very much in this fight still. Extense, though, is now down and out. Kuzyara will be able to get revived. That's them back up to 3. BBL have got a nice spread, but unfortunately, it's only Thendalos left. Thendalos has been known to produce some fireworks in the past, though, so we'll keep an eye out for whether he can take the fight to WinOrDie. Oh, with the smokes out, he's getting into a massive defensive position. Beginning to look less and less. The fact that he's on the outside of the building, though, is good. If Leosh or Kuzyara decide to come around the outside, they've got a big, big surprise ahead of themselves. And I think Leosh might be doing that. Oh, never mind. They're all doing that. And this could be problematic indeed. Spots 1. There's 2. Footsteps were heard. BBL Esports eliminated. Kuzyara taking out some of the big boys super early on indeed. Team Liquid still mega... Oh, hang on a second. Still very, very split, but I think they're down to 2 now after that earlier chicken dinner. Fex getting peppered by NaVi en route. Example gets 1. Can't quite make the rest stick just yet. In fact, I think ENCE has stopped. Is he going to help Fex? He is. Oh, sorry. Was he going to help Fex? He was. Brutal stuff. Now the rest of FaZe trading these knocks with Melman able to get to Uber. Advantage NaVi, I think. Alia is down and out, but Uber should be able to get revived. And there are 2 members of FaZe Clan stuck in that dip. Melman's going to get the revive now. And a lot is down to Diggory in this position. Can he get in time? He's left so much time. I actually didn't think ENCE and Fex were going to get revived here. I thought NaVi were going to push in, but maybe that knock onto Uber changed their priorities, and actually those tags have bought Diggory a bit of time. So I thought FaZe Clan were going to go down to 2, but you know what? The response from Gustav and Diggory have been fantastic. Fair play. Degree getting lightly tapped, shall we say, by ENCE. Frag grenade up, goes far. Degree looking for the conversion, gets it. NaVi eliminated. Gustav bleeding out super quick. And Gedrox is going to be able to pick that up. Getting another point for WinOrDie. FaZe Clan with 6 kills now, but down to 3 players. Team Liquid, they're finally together, but I feel like they're together because everyone else have died. Jeems and Mixie still have the potential. Actually, they're really central, and they have the potential to do an absolutely fantastic job of getting some good placement points this game. A win will be tricky for them as a duo, but is possible. Nookie spotted in the distance. Daz from Room for Improvement. Almost trying to bait him out there with the knock onto Squeaky. WinOrDie doing work. Gedrox, though, is getting very close to FaZe Clan, but I kind of want to keep on board with ENCE here. Nookie. No kills yet, although ENCE have 4. They're struggling to find their way in to get some points from this game. And I'm not sure about staying this close to the edge of zone out in the open. I feel like that can't be good. Guzyara is... Oh, how did he not go down to that? A couple of excellent tags to begin with, and then... Sadly, the rest of that, they just didn't bother by the looks of things. Fax is trying to get the finish onto Gedra. He will. It's just a question of whether someone steals him or not. Woxez mixed team eliminated in 12th place. FaZe Clan have rotated in. That's not enough. Layosh inside this compound needs to get the heck out of Dodge, and quickly. He's driving the buggy away. Nice and sensible. Guzyara is probably going to get picked up here unless he already has a vehicle of his own. They are down to a duo, WinOrDie. They've got 5 kills this game. Definitely not a low profile at all. Very happy to get themselves stuck in, which we love to see. Next circle has popped. It is another Southern Shift. The Mad takes out ENCE. Another Southern Shift. So going east of Graveyard here, east of Minas Generalis, Northern Lights will be able to keep Sarvem later on. Quite honestly, it's SHEESH in the best position. Guzyara knocked out in the open. Manages to crawl behind a building, but Layosh has precious seconds to get to him. I think he could have got to that, but also you never know who's aiming. You never know who's watching. And Goose, he would have had to start the revive out in the open here. Like, we can see from here that ENCE probably had an angle on that, so fair play to him. Daz, competitive circle phase 4, not a fun place to be. This is going to hurt. He's got 7 first aids, though, so he'll be fine. That's WinOrDie out after a very high-profile game from them. ENCE picking up points here, there, and everywhere as he gets Schofield too. If they keep each other alive here, and they play their position strategically well, this could be a big kill game for FaZe Clan, but they... Oh, why do I say things and then instantly? I mean, it's 9 kills so far, so it is still a big kill game for them, to be fair. 1 away from double digits, and they've decided they are going to go ham against HOWL. That next grenade looks pretty decent towards the Mad. He moves off to the left. That is a fantastic nade in response from Ruin, and they shut down FaZe Clan hard. FaZe out of the placement points, but to be fair, with 9 kills, that is an excellent points haul here for game number 4. As HOWL lick their wounds and go back to playing for the win. 8 teams left. Everybody left in this game are playing for placement points now, in addition to those kills. Sarvem have just felt the wrath of Northern Lights. And Global Army is the last player left. Heroic, I don't think want to third party this because it's outside of zone. And if they can't finish the fight super quickly, it's going to suck for them. So honestly, I don't think they want to go north. They're going to go south instead. Yeah, there we go. Strategically, it's just not the right call. Global Army looks at Batulins. Hyruzen says, you looked at my mate the wrong way. And here comes here. Wow, okay, I thought Heroic were going south. They've wrapped back. Never mind. And to be fair, what they've done is they've wrapped back from the circle side of things. So I can kind of understand that. The problem is, Northern Lights, as everybody knows, are excellent users of those grenades. Grenade coming up top via Hyruzen, I think. That was a flashbang. Second one coming out now. Doesn't get T-boned, though. Really good flashbang bouncing off the floor outside wall. Absolutely solid work. And Lou creeping around the outside. He's so close. Oh, dear. He had a grenade out. How did he not hear that? And Lou, after putting in so much work, goes down to what I can only describe as a surprise. Round the corner of that fence. He had snuck around and done his work so diligently. Again, another knock from holding a grenade. Hyruzen getting T-bone. Him and Batulin's going to try and push in, but Corexi holding that angle with the AUG. Such a fearsome weapon. Getting the revive up as well is crucial. And it's Batulins or nothing. Here goes the grenade. Where does it bounce? Not on the correct side. Team Liquid going down to QB. Entropiq not having their most high-profile day today, but they're in the final 4 teams and the only team as well with a full squad of 4. Grenade back, bounces off the bars to where Batulins just was. And all of these players are going to have to move out eventually. Everyone's going to have to move out now in phase 6. It's a 2v1. Heroic plays Northern Lights. Stay on this for a second. This might be the end of Batulins, or it could be the start of something incredible. Does he bounce it off the edge? He does. Of course he does, and that looks good. T-Bone and Corexi both suffering damage there. Batulins looking to press the advantage. Listens for the footsteps. Bounces the flashbang off. Have we got a second one to push in? T-Bone is very flashed right now. There's the second one. Here's the pin and rushes out as soon as he hears the pin come out from the flashbang. Good awareness there situationally from T-Bone. Eliminates Batulins and brings Heroic into the final 3. Entropiq with all 4. Jesus Christ. They've got like 80% of the circle to themselves now that we take a look back. SHEESH have held a very good position in the circle since about phase 4, if we're honest. Janny with a disgusting 4x mini headshot onto T-Bone, putting more pressure onto Heroic. But the real fight, honestly, is how anybody is going to dislodge Entropiq. Dislodge them from where, I hear you ask? From everywhere. They've got 80% of this circle. Everyone else is going to have to go into Entropiq Town to win this. Entropiq do not need to push. But just because they don't need to push, quite often in those sort of situations, although Lucarooks is spotted by Dedrix early on, I was about to say quite often in positions where you don't need to push, pushing can be counterintuitive and be fantastic, but not if you get spotted first. Entropiq down to 3. And Evas very importantly finishing off T-Bone, leaving Corexi as a solo. Someone's got that. It's an Orm with a tack stock, as you do. As you do. Janny from SHEESH sensing opportunity now. It's a straight up 3v3. I reckon Entropiq had the advantage before. They're very split, but arguably have an advantage now. Evas very far away. Might be able to pick up the Orm. And certainly if he picks it up soon, I mean, SHEESH effectively have to go into them, right? Not the other way around. Unless it's a hard north rotation. SHEESH aren't going to wait for that. They're in vehicles now. Taking a little bit of damage, mexing the vehicle early, but not that much. Janny able to get a lovely long-distance spray off. Trying to get the tires off of QB's vehicle as well. Suddenly, SHEESH are looking very much on the front foot. They are bullying Nail up here. Taking advantage of how split Entropiq are. Entropiq have so much space. And SHEESH is saying, that's fine. As long as we don't have to fight all of you at once. And they would be correct. It's a sudden shift onto Entropiq. Does that even matter? Oh my god! Evas, you monster! Hits Janny and takes him clean out of the vehicle mid-air. Instantly rotating slightly away. Advantage Entropiq. Nail up restoring this. Grendis and Dedrix. The other side of this hill, QB deciding to come in and pose a threat as well. Evas playing long range, hasn't picked up the Orm, sticking with the mini, preventing SHEESH from poking up above too much. This actually buys Nail up a hell of a lot of breathing room here. Well-cooked nade. Does a bit of damage to Grendis, but not too much. More or less in between the two of them. Hard for Nail up to know from this position, to be fair. Silenced Groza from Dedrix makes them very, very dangerous indeed. Grendis sticking with the AK. Lot of firepower in the 7-6 here. QB on the off angle, keeping SHEESH occupied while Evas and Nail up move in. If QB goes down, you know, SHEESH might be in the... Like, they just straight up could be in the favored position here. Luckily, the circle for Entropiq will force SHEESH down from the high ground eventually, so they don't need to be that aggressive. If you waited a minute and a half in this position without very much happening, it's SHEESH who would be on the back foot. And I think Entropiq know this as well. Flashbang out. They're asking themselves, is this the precursor to someone pushing in? QB has just done such a good job of forcing SHEESH to stay back. They're not able to push in onto Nail up because of the work that QB is doing here. So smart. This is strategically the way to play. QB continuing to spot the heads poking up, and they're happy for them to spot him as well, you know, as long as they don't get the headshots in. They're very happy for them to spot him as well. Because his presence... Jesus! That molly on Dedrix! That's got to be the beginning of the end. QB, absolute MVP of the last of this. Absolutely beautiful. He gets a molly kill. He gets the M4 spray, and Entropiq win game number 4 with 11 kills. Beautifully applied pressure tactically at the end of that game, and Entropiq play that end game beautifully. SHEESH, though, with 3 kills. Really, really solid stuff from them in second place. And then we have, with 5 kills, Heroic finishing up in third.